everybody. It's a beautiful day here at Messina Hoff, and we're going to be tasting three varietals that are new to be varietals. These used to be blenders. These wines used to be included in the great Bordeaux, in the great red blends, because they provide color. Fabulous dark red color. That's what they contribute. Now, they also contribute a lot of great flavor, and we're going to be exploring that today. What is so special about the flavor of these three varietals? Well, what are the three varietals? Well, first of all, it's Petit, Syrah. Fabulous little varietal. The second one, Malbec. Oh my God, we know Malbec, don't we? And the third one is Petit Verdot. Petit Verdot, the violets of Petit Verdot. You know, in Bordeaux, you have five major reds. You've got Cab, you've got Merlot, you've got Cab Franc. Then you have Malbec, and you have Petit Verdot. So they've typically been in the shadow of the great red wines. But now they're coming out of the shadow, and they're coming into the limelight of their own. It's fabulous to see, because I love those varietals. So the first one is Shannon Ridge. Shannon Ridge is from Lake County in California. Now, where is Lake County? Lake County is just north of Napa. So it's a fun place to visit, and it doesn't have near the crowds of Napa. So, Shannon Ridge, Petit Syrah. Now, don't get confused in thinking Petit Syrah and Syrah are the same, because they're not. They're totally different varietals. Look what it contributes. Look at the color on that wine. It is a dark purple. Dark purple. Now, smell. Lordy, lordy, it's like a Bing cherry. It is just like a Bing cherry. You taste it. It tastes like a Bing cherry. It is a lovely, lovely, quaffable red wine. It's medium-bodied, kind of low on tannin, so it's not a big puckerer, and it goes with a lot of different types of meat. One of my favorite ways of enjoying Petit Syrah is with chicken cacciatore. What I do with the chicken is I bake it. I put it in the oven and bake it until the meat of the chicken comes off the bone. And you make sure you put marinara sauce all over the chicken, and it picks up the flavor of the marinara sauce. Then you put some garlic, and you put some basil, and you put some oregano, and my God, it's fabulous. It's really a lovely, lovely way of enjoying it. Now, Messina Hoff makes a Petit Syrah. We've been doing this for just a few years. It's amazing how this wine has really caught on, because look at the color on this. You know, we say it at Messina Hoff, we make maroon and white wine. Well, this is about as dark maroon as you can imagine. So, look, the color's fabulous, the nose. You pick up Bing again, Bing cherry. It's in a beautiful bottle. It's in a burgundy bottle. Petit Syrah really kind of begins and started a few hundred years ago in the southern part of France, just south of Burgundy. So that's the reason why we put it in a burgundy bottle. And when you taste this wine, oh my God. Bing cherry, a hint of vanilla, just a hint of vanilla coming from the oak. And it just marries perfectly. A lovely varietal, Petit Syrah. Don't forget Petit Syrah. It's a fabulous varietal. Then the next one is a favorite of mine. This is Luigi Bosca. Luigi Bosca. That sounds Italian to me. Guess where the family's from? Mendoza, Argentina. Mendoza looks just like Lubbock, exactly like Lubbock, except the Andes Mountains are right behind it, and I'm telling you, they are gorgeous. Snow covered on the top, just a fabulous place to grow Malbec. And because they've done so well with Malbec, in Bordeaux, Malbec has been de-emphasized. You see less and less Malbec being grown in Bordeaux because they realize that in Argentina it's probably growing better there. And now we look at this color, dark, rich, a real rich wine, and you taste. You pick up leather, a hint of lead pencil. Just a lovely, lovely wine. You know, we visited Mendoza, and it was so special because half of my family immigrated from Sicily to Argentina to New York. So my uncles and aunts that came from that part of the world made it through to the United States by way of Argentina. So we have a lot of Italians living in Argentina. Well, our lovely Basca is really a typical, beautiful, gorgeous Malbec. And a great value wine too. Now we come to our Malbec. We started doing Malbec, I would say 7 or 8 years ago, mostly in our blends, and then recently in the last 3 or 4, been able to produce a varietal Malbec. And I'm telling you, it's one of my absolute favorites that we make here at Messina Hof. Color fabulous, the nose very, very similar to the Argentinian Malbec, that lead pencil, leathery aromas, the flavor. Ours has a little bit more tannin, maybe a bit more extraction. A little, they're 14 months in oak. We're closer to 18 months in oak. So we have a little bit more oak exposure, picking up a little more tannin than the Argentinian. The color is very similar, very close. The two of them complement each other tremendously. They're great wines, and it's something that I hope more people start exploring some of these varietals that are lesser known. And Malbec is really coming onto its own, and we can grow Malbec in Texas fabulously. It's one of the best varietals that we can grow on the high plains. And then last but not least is probably the least familiar of those colorizing red grapes, and it's Petit Verdot. Normally in Bordeaux you would see it maybe 3%, 4% in a blend, very little of it. Well, when you shop the stores for Petit Verdot, it's very hard to find a varietal or even 100% Petit Verdot. Well, we make Petit Verdot, and it is by far the darkest of these. Petit Verdot is almost black. Take a look. So when you put 10% Petit Verdot into a red blend, it makes that red blend really rich looking. It's fabulous. And then when you smell, the typical aroma of Petit Verdot, when it's done right, is violets. And this is blooming with violets, blooming with violets. It's just fabulous. Then you taste. Tannin, medium to heavy body, great color, just a wonderful varietal. And it's something that I think more people should explore, because Petit Verdot is up and coming. This is a fabulous varietal. It's been around the world a long time, but always in the shadow of Cabernet Sauvignon. Well, now it's coming into its own light. So, on behalf of all of us at Messina Hof and all of us that love wine, let me say to you, God bless you all.